Hello, welcome to my latest video. Now, I've just finished painting that, which turned out quite nicely. So watch me paint it here and talk some random nonsense as well. Don't forget to subscribe, and without further ado, let's do some painting. Hello, welcome to my latest video. Hope you're keeping well and all that jazz. Now I'm going to be painting on this stretch canvas. It's about 20 by 16 inches at a guess. Where's my yardstick? It's just a wild guess looking at it. Yep, 20 by 16, and I've put a layer of white acrylic paint on because I've run out of gesso and I keep forgetting to get some. So I've got the next best thing, just anything to stop the oils, leaking into the canvas. But anyway, we'll get going. I'll get my palette camera turned on and we'll get the show on the road. Right then, palette cam is on. I'll describe what's on my palette for you, just get a useful pointer. Now, glass palette, I've got some Payne's grey, I've got some earth green, there's a bit of lamp black there as well, which I'll just mix into it, darken things off a bit. And I've got some linseed oil in the middle, but because my palette's on a hill, all the linseed oil's just dragged off into the green a bit, but that doesn't matter. I've got some Indian yellow there, I've got some primary blue and a great big lump of titanium white, and I'm going to do a ship, so I'll need quite a decent amount of titanium white. Might just separate some of that titanium white, just pull it in with the primary blue, make a nice sky colour hopefully. And I'll also just wipe my palette knife as I go. I might just plonk a bit here with the Payne's grey, just to give a different tone of grey. There we are, that'll do it for now. I think that is that. And we'll get going. So I'll switch on my main camera and we'll get on with the main event. I'll see you in a second. Right then, let's do this. Now you may have noticed I've been doing 3 or 4 shorts this past week or so because my internet's still playing up. Because I live underground, in my underground layer, the internet's not so good. But there we go. When I moved here, I had no idea I'd be doing YouTube videos and all sorts of stuff. So it takes, to do I don't know, 40-minute video. It takes about 72 hours, and that's no exaggeration. It takes a long time to upload a video. So, yeah, I'm doing the odd short here and there as well. Anyway, I'm banging on. We'll get going. Get some Payne's grey first, a bit of linseed oil. So I'm going to do a ship. I'll just start with some safe in the foreground. Yeah, you're keeping well and everything. I've been busy painting every day. I've been working as well, my day job. But it's nice. I've got a nice work-life balance, which means I can paint quite a lot. It's the first time I've had a proper 9 till 5-ish job. It does vary, but it means I've got time to come home and paint, even if it's for just half an hour. It just keeps me iron. I do love painting, and it's just about practicing all the time. I just check my main camera is actually on, which it is. Thank goodness for that. So yeah, there we are. A bit of Payne's grey on. Got some handy bits of white there. Could be waves and things. Let's grab some of this sort of dark green affair. Just add some of that here as well. Bit of a crest of a wave up there. and just I keep churning ships out in the hope that I get better at them one day. I'm an epiphany and I'm amazing at doing ships. I don't think I'm that good at the minute, you know, but I'm getting there gradually over time. Right then, we'll do some sky before I do the ship. Incidentally, went out to get some new canvas and I've come home with that. It was quite a handy scraper. But hopefully I'll be able to do some nice tall masts and rigging and stuff with it. It's quite wide. Don't know how wide it is. Don't know. Let's measure it. Got my yardstick, which I'm sure makes fascinating viewing. 5 inches. So there we go. And I'll put that to one side and put some sky on. I'm going to use my fingers. Put some of that blue up there. Quite nice. Yeah, me and my wife have we were out today walking the dogs and stuff and just laughing about some funny things that happen. And we're talking about school trips. And I was an absolute bloody menace at school. That's probably why I paint. I was an absolute pain in the arse. And went on this school trip. It was a geography trip. You know, where you're given a clipboard with some notes on. You're given a bloody yardstick like this. You're given one of them sticks with a round wheel on for measuring them along the ground. Yeah, one of them. And used to cause all sorts of dramas. This particular school trip, geography, we're doing, rivers and that. So we went round some rivers in the Peak District and farm, we had to go through farmland, and we were going past this particular farm. Now there's someone on this trip who, we're all in our civvies, if you like, we all wore school uniforms. But the beauty of being on a school trip, you didn't have to, so we all went in jeans and combat trousers and everything else we had. And there was this one lad, he had this brand new fluorescent yellow, like quarry worker's jacket, with the grey stripes on, high vis. And it was a massive jacket and it was so bright, it was bloody brand new. And he were raving about this jacket. It was his pride and joy, because it was his dad's, or his dad bought him or whatever. So he were on about this bloody jacket. I know his name, but I'm not going to say it, and protect the innocent. But we were crossing this farmland and went through a gateway. And there was a load of slurry on the floor. Now, if you don't know what slurry is, I think it's just in England we call it slurry. I don't know about other countries. Basically cow shit everywhere, a few inches deep, and we had to wade through that stuff. And we had wellies on. And he were coming towards me with a yellow jacket on. And, I'd already crossed this slurry. And he was coming towards it, ready to cross the slurry. And I took a run up, ran towards the slurry and just booted the slurry. And it just showered him, with this head to toe. Just cow shit all over his new jacket and everything else, on his clipboard and his thingy, absolutely covered. I got an almighty bollocking for that. It was possibly even a letter home as well. That's how serious it was. Anyway, bit of a blue sky. What next? I might put some little light grey on that I mixed. See what happens. like to do the sky first when I'm doing a ship. Obvious reason, you don't put a ship on first and think, oh, I need to do a sky, because it's awkward trying to cut the sky into a massive rigging on a ship. So sky first, then ship. Plonk a bit of Payne's grey on as well up here. Get my brush and do a bit. Stormy sky, hopefully. That is the plan. Just nice and rough. Not worried about any detail or anything like that. Wobbly canvas as usual. Incidentally, what's that noise? Oh, it's sirens, ambulance sirens. Thank you so much for all of your likes and everything. It does mean a lot. Right, a bit of a sky. I might just shave off some of this paint. It's a little bit thick. I found out a few weeks ago, you know, you put a bit of a sky on, you shave some off, and it kind of adds to it somehow. I don't know why, but it does. And then once I've shaved some off, just get some kitchen towel, just go over it with the towel, create some interesting shapes and things, textures and patterns and swirls. Oops, oh god, bloody hell. Knew that were going to happen at some point. A fresh kitchen towel. I go through copious amounts of the stuff. I've got a mountain of it around my ankles. I'm going away this weekend again. Going away most weekends now, which is nice. Just going over to Buxton, see my family. Oh, in other news, more to the point, I'm going to be, I had an interview on, a few days ago, Monday, to start training as a bereavement supporter, counsellor, whatever you want to call it, for which should be interesting. There's only like 12 places in the whole of Wales, and I'm going to be doing that, so I'm really excited. Can't wait to get stuck in. So there we go, that's my news. Right, let's have a think. I wonder, just put some titanium white just down here. Before I put the ship on. It's just picked up some of that sea a bit by accident, but that doesn't matter. Just thrown a bit of green onto the horizon. Quite pleased so far, it's not looking too bad. Now, one last wipe away of the horizon, and then the fun part of actually putting a ship on, which I really enjoy. I'm going to keep doing ships. Some people might think it's repetitive doing exactly the same ship, you know, the same composition, everything, but it's just me practicing, learning as I go. What it's all about. Like, I think it was Bob Ross who said, and I'm paraphrasing, you know, if you're willing to practice, then anyone can paint. Obviously, I'm nowhere near Bob Ross's standard, but anyway, that's that. We'll sort a ship out. So grab my palette knife, get my rounded palette knife. It's a bit grubby, but it's nice and rounded, almost ship-shaped. Careful saying that. Just put a bit of a hull on, about there. Just a suggestion, just so I know where it's going to go. Rough outline of a ship. There we go. Right. Now this is the fun part. I like doing the masts. This is the best bit. It's where my big thingy comes in to play. And grab some of this Payne's Grey. See if it works. It should do. Oh yes, nice. Good. A couple of masts on there. Oh, it's working well. I've got a load of palette knives, but they're quite short, you know, compared to that. So you've got to go up a few times. It looks a bit ragged. But yeah, I'm pleased with that. Right, put a bit of a crossbeam thingy, what's it on there? Obviously I'm not a seafaring man, don't know the name of them. Oh, what they're called, mine's gone blank. Spar thing, yard arm, that's the word I was after. Another one there. Something there as well. Good, that is the start. That'll do. Right. Give my scraper a quick wipe. Excuse me. Makes quite a nice pinging sound. Tuning fork. I'll just put some Payne's Grey again. Just put some nice bits of rope on. Yeah, I'm looking quite red-faced. I've caught the sun over the past couple of weeks. It's been lovely. And it's hot in here, it's quite warm in the studio, but mainly because I've been out in the sun. It's been glorious weather. Right, that's, oh god, I've done that by accident. Let's get rid of that bit. Beauty about oil paint, you make a mistake, just change it. Yeah, if you use acrylics, if you've got to make changes, you've got to do it quite quick because it dries quick. But you know, with oil paint, you can come back the day after tomorrow and carry on working on it, you know. Check the camera's still on, it should be, yes it is. Right, oh, let's have a think. That's the basics of a ship. I'm just going to get some, my brush a quick wipe. Just do some bit more on the sea here. A lovely pub lunch today at a place called Malfa, which is in Anglesey, just off the North Wales coast. Really nice. You know, it's proper hearty food, you know. They don't scrimp on the portions. So, bit of titanium white again. I wonder if I just knife some on. stormy sea. Again, I'm not getting bogged down with any details, just putting marks on and blobs and things like that. Oh, that's well timed, a seagull going outside, if you can hear that. Didn't add the seagull on post-processing. Let's do some more of this hull. I do like doing ships. Someone asked me the other week, where do the ships come from? Because I'm a Derbyshire lad, I didn't, you know, grew up miles away from the sea. But it's just, I've always had an interest in tall ships, you know, the age of sail. All my life, and always fancied painting ships, and it just happened one day. It was about 8 months ago, or yeah, about 8 months ago. I just painted a ship, and it worked well. It was one of the best paintings I've ever done, and thought, ooh, I'm onto something. I'll carry on. Well, let's put some more stuff on the rigging. Thing there and all. Not bad. Some more ropes and things as well. Now, I've said this before, you know, when I'm doing a ship, because I'm no drafts person, I'm not a naval architect or anything like that, I'm just doing it instinctively, you know, all from the imagination. So yeah, it's not accurate. You know, some people in the know would go, oh, hang on a minute, that's in the wrong place, so you should have one of them ropey things there. But no, this is just from my imagination. No reference photos or anything like that. Not bad. I went on a tall ship. Well, I've been on a couple. Didn't go anywhere in them. You know, they were moored. That's my. That's the extent of my naval sailing experience. Is just going on a couple. I went on one up in Cumbria at Whitehaven. And it was, I think it was a replica of the Bounty, and I may be wrong, but I think it was used on Pirates of the Caribbean. And I went on that, and tragically, it sank somewhere. I think it was in the Atlantic. It sank, and equally, well, even more tragically, there was a loss of life as well with it. So very, very sad. Right, a few bits and pieces, but yeah, that was good. I mean, it was bloody expensive to go on, and it was like a 4-hour bloody queue, because it was when Pirates of the Caribbean was just out in the cinema, and a few of us went, and it was a long queue. I mean, it was interesting, because there was, Whitehaven's lovely, you know, it was in the harbour, and, you know, there's plenty to see. But yeah, it was good going on, it was worth it. Bloody heaving the people was the only drawback. But my best experience was going on HMS Victory in Portsmouth. Now that was something else, really, just amazing. If you ever near Portsmouth in England, go to HMS Victory. I'd love to go again. It's been many years since I've been. Right, a few ropes and stuff going on nicely. Right, that's enough of that big one. I'm going to get my small one. I'll just put something there perhaps. I don't know what it is. Could be, I don't know, crow's nest or whatever. And one there. A few more little bits of rope, and could be people as well on there. Not bad. Not bad. Right, you'll see that there are areas, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but there's some lighter greys. That's why earlier on, I added some titanium white to my Payne's grey. So it just gives me that colour, some different tones. Could be folded sails or whatever. And I prefer doing folded sails because, well, one, I can't paint unfurled sails very well, but my excuse is not being able to paint sails is doing it this way, folded sails, you can see all the little bits of rigging, you know, in the masts and things, you know, which adds to it, I think. It's a bit more sort of light grey up here as well. Yeah, it's coming on quite nicely. I'm getting better at ships gradually. Takes time. Rome wasn't built in a day. Right, not sure about that bit of rope there. Just get rid. It's a bit distracting maybe. Might leave that bit in for now. Yeah, I'll leave that just for a second. I'm just going to put something up there. I think we're very nearly done. I'm not going to bang on much longer. Might do a couple of bits off camera, but we have a ship. Perhaps a bit of a cannon or whatever sticking out just there. Good stuff. And maybe get some light grey again. Just add it on. Bits and bats. Oh, there's accidental things sticking out there. I'll keep that in. Didn't mean to do that. We'll get rid of that blob. But that, I'll keep that. So yeah, not bad. Not bad. As I say, I'll do a couple of bits off camera. I'll put something there. Bit of tackle, or it could be people. Right, one ship. I think we're almost just about done. Right, a few waves and things just there. Quite like it. Bit more of this green. Green seems to work well, I think, anyway. You get all sorts of colours in the sea. You do tend to see a lot of greens as well. Makes for a nice, you know, suggests a stormy sea. And a bit more Payne's grey. Right, I think we're just about done. I'm not gonna, as I say, I might do one or two minor bits off camera because I've done enough banging on. I'm sure you've had enough already. But anyway, we'll get going. That's nearly 30 minutes worth. 30 minutes, we have a ship, quick and easy. The job is a good one. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Don't forget, as well as YouTube, I am on Instagram, Facebook, and jonkidd.co.uk. And don't forget to subscribe, and thank you so much if you already have. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.